while back, I was looking for some kind of transportation to help me get to appointments because it's very difficult. There aren't many wheelchair taxis about, if any. I asked somebody if they knew anybody and they mentioned Driving Miss Daisy. I found out there was one locally. So I started using them and I've used them now continually. They've helped so much. Life is difficult. I've got so many conditions that affect all of my body, so I am limited in what I can do. They go that extra mile to help, and that means a lot. I would be stuck without them, and I'm very grateful. I'm grateful that I found them, and I'm grateful that they're there.
Joran had a real need to get out of the house. I didn't feel it was safe to just put Joran on an ordinary taxi. With a physical disability, there'd be risks, because obviously, you know, a taxi driver hasn't got that additional experience and training of supporting people who are vulnerable. We're not on a bus route. Driving Miss Daisy popped up and I gave them a ring, and immediately I felt, wow, this is going to tick the box. When I spoke to Zorro, it's clear she had extensive experience supporting vulnerable people. Joran had a trip into town once a week with Zorro and he absolutely loved it. And I had complete confidence and faith in their systems and their safety, and the booking system was easy. Very personal service. It's improved Joran's sense of pride and dignity and given him what any other young person wants, freedom and independence. So I think it's a fantastic organisation and I'd strongly recommend it to anybody.
Nora had CVD, cordial basal degeneration. It starts off in your fingers, they don't work, and then your hands don't work, and then your legs don't work, and it gradually crawls up your body. We got in touch with Driving Miss Daisy via the Nuffield Orthopaedic Centre and said, we don't really want hospital visits, we want days out. Just simple places, you know, Millets Farm, Newbury, to Reading, Oxford. Norma's chair got bigger and bigger and bigger. In the end, I can't lift her out of the car. And with Zorro being also a carer, just use Driving Miss Daisy. And then you haven't even got to look after the car. Also, it gave Norma the independence to have fun. Norma wanted to go to Seaside. All went down, massive wheelchair and everything with sisters and what's it, so we had a family day out, which we hadn't been able to have. So if we ever went anywhere, it was always, you know, who can get there, who can take. Driving Miss Daisy became the safeguard.
Unfortunately, my father had to go into a care home, leaving my mother on her own, who even for in her 90s is still quite a sociable person. I thought I really want to sort of do something for her. I contacted Driving Miss Daisy and organised a trip to Muddyford, where I used to go as a kid, and we had a lovely time. Lovely things like having an ice cream, looking at the seaside. It's a sensory thing, like she was saying to me, oh, I can hear the waves, Sean, it's lovely. Say for example, I got a phone call, my boss said to me, Sean, we're really stuck at work, you've got to work. My mum could still go on this trip because the driver is also her companion. When my mother's not here, I'm going to be able to look back on these memories and, you know, remember them, which is really, really important to me. And sometimes you've got to equate money to someone having a moment that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. You know, I think it's worth it, definitely.